Hello everyone, welcome into Lakewood Park for our second half of our doubleheader. Today we have the Churchill Patriots, who are 2-0, led by Coach Dylan Stoll, and the Greenbrier Knights, who are 4-1 overall this season, led by Coach Chuck Slaughter. Today Luke Dawson's going to be making his second start of the season for the Greenbrier Knights, and he'll be facing a lineup of the Patriots that consists of the following. Lucas Bauer will be leading off, playing center field, batting second, and the extra hitter for the Patriots is John Lucas. Bryce Safrowitz will be batting third and playing shortstop as we continue to have wind here at Lakewood Park. David Coppedge is playing third base, and he's in the 4-hole. Batting fifth and playing right field, Matthew McRaney. Batting sixth and catching, Brandon Odom. Playing right field and batting seventh is Luke Tomzak. Batting eighth and playing first base, John Newman. Batting ninth and DHing, Eric Mayer. Playing second and hitting 10th, Pedro Mendez. And batting 11th and pitching, Michael Shanahan. We're getting started just here shortly from Lakewood Park in Norfolk, Virginia. Had the home plate meeting a while ago as the Knights are getting set to take the field. And the top half of the Patriots order is out swinging their bats. So we'll come back when we are about to start here at Lakewood Park. We are about to get underway here from Lakewood Park. And the first pitch from Luke Dawson is up for ball one. Dawson making his second start of the season. First since the 11th of June. And there's a called strike there, 1-1. Bit of a late call from the umpire. Looked good though. 1-1 the count here. Lucas Bauer. He's leading off today for the Patriots. And he lines that one towards the left center gap for a base hit. And Bauer now hesitates and he'll go to second. A misplay in the outfield. And Lucas Bauer is up with a stand-up double to get things started for the Patriots. So now here's today's one of the extra hitters. For the Patriots, John Lucas. And he takes a ball. And that ball is inside. It's 2-0. Dawson, last pitch, as I mentioned earlier, on the 11th of June. Started that game and went 2 innings. That was against Suffolk. Had a no decision. 2-1 the count here on Lucas. Lucas out of VCU. And just a heads up, this is a 7-inning game. As throw down to second from McLeod. Bauer's in there safely. McLeod likes to throw it down often. So that definitely will not be the first time we see a back pick from Corbin McLeod. Proving himself defensively here in PCL. There's a good spot there from Dawson. And he evens the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Bauer's on second. He had a leadoff double. And that one's fouled off towards the right side. That'll go out of play. Is the payoff pitch from Dawson. And it's too high, ball 4. Dawson's mad at himself for missing the spot high. And the first 2 runners are on here for the Patriots. In the first, Bryce Safrowicz steps up into the box. And Safrowicz takes that one high. And McLeod's going to go out there and have a talk with Dawson. Last 2 pitches missed up high. Safrowicz having a conversation with the home plate umpire as McLeod jogs back to home plate. Safrowicz from James Madison University, located here in Virginia. Here's the 1-0. And that's up. It's 2-0. Dawson getting some encouragement from his teammates over at the first base side dugout. Hasn't pitched in a game since last week, a week ago today. As he steps off to keep the runners on check. Bowers on second, he doubled. Lucas on first, he walked. And what will be a 7-inning game. It's the PCBL, they always play 7. While we tip, and there's another back pick from McLeod. He's in there safely. As we said, going to see that often tonight. Two and 1 the count here on Safrowich. PCBL only plays 7 innings. They typically just don't have enough pitching, enough guys. This is why we're not getting our full 9 innings in here today. So here's the 2-2 on Safrowich. Dawson looking to record the first out. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's the first out of the night. Dawson had 3 strikeouts last week against the Voyagers in his 2 innings. So here's the third baseman. And that pitch is low for a ball, 1-0. David Coppedge out of Lipscomb University is where he plays his college ball in the spring. And takes that one up. It's 2-0 here on Coppedge. (2-0) on its way. And it's fouled back out of play, 2-1. This home plate umpire gets some more baseballs. (2-1). Good spot there, but just missed inside. And now a good hitter's count for Coppedge. And there go the runners. Swing and miss, strike 3, throw down to third is in time. Oh, it's called safe. Nick Arnold over at third base can't believe it. The throw beat him by a mile. So now runners on second and third. Full count here on Coppedge. And now Dawson needs a strikeout here. McLeod calms down his pitcher. 3-2 is nubbed off. We'll do it again. Dawson could really use a strikeout here. Here's the payoff pitch. And we'll do it again. Coppedge putting together a good at-bat here. Here's the 3-2 from Dawson. Struck him out. Second straight strikeout for Dawson. And there are 2 out in the inning. Matthew McRaney, the right fielder, steps into the dish and takes a called strike, 0-1. McRaney out of Patrick and Henry Community College. And lines that one foul over by his head coach, and Lucas Bauer ducks down to avoid the ball. Bauer's on second, Bauer's on third, excuse me. Lucas is on second. A lot of Lucases. Lucas Bauer, John Lucas, Max Lucas is in the dugout for Greenbrier. As McLeod probably could have threw it down there to third. But Bauer was well off the bag. Gave him a pump fake. 1-2 count here for Dawson. And he got him looking, strike 3. Luke Dawson, after allowing the first 2 runners on, strikes out the next 3 batters here in the top of the first. Luke Waters is leading off for the Knights. And as we said, there's a lot of Lucases. I guess there's also a lot of names that rhyme with it. Luke, Lucas, Luke Waters leading off. Luke Dawson's pitching. And on the mound for Churchill is Michael Shanahan. One and one count here on Waters. Shanahan out of Randolph-Macon College. So he's in the same rotation as Drew Ramos is of Greenbrier. Ramos hasn't pitched since opening day for the Knights. He was supposed to pitch on Thursday. As a called strike to Waters, 2-2. Excuse me, Ramos was supposed to pitch on Tuesday, but that game ended up getting rained out. As that ball is outside, so Water draws a full count. And it's lifted up to center. Back goes Bauer, and he makes the catch. One long out for Michael Shanahan here in the first. Andy Choi playing right field tonight. As his teammates yell at him in Korean. Andy is from South Korea. Attended Herkimer County College, which is up in New York, to play his freshman year of spring ball. And Choi hits that one right back to Shanahan as he flips it over to first. They're 2 away. So here's the first baseman, Daltrey. And Daltrey swings and misses at the first pitch, 0-1. Daltrey just comes from a family of athletes. Brother plays in the minor leagues. Two on, nobody out here in the bottom of the first of the 7-inning game. It's a beautiful day here in Norfolk, Virginia. 80 degrees, really no wind. Just a beautiful day. First on baseball. And the 1-2 grounded over to short. Sliding is Safrowicz, throw on to first, and it's dropped by Newman. So it'll be ruled a single. Daltrey was hustling down the first base line. And it brings up the extra hitter, Warren Bailey. And Bailey lifts that one foul out of play, 0-1. Bailey has a hit in all 5 games this season for Greenbrier. Looking to extend that hitting streak here tonight, but he falls down in the count, 0-2. Oh, 2 to Bailey. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Knights leave a runner on. No hit, 1 hit, a walk, 1 hit, no walks, and 1 left on at the end of 1. Brannick Aldham out there to lead off the second as the wind continues to blow out here today at Lakewood Park. Had that wind all day. Mentioned earlier that the Knights were rained out on Tuesday this week. So they had a stretch of, as that pitch is taken low for a ball. They had a stretch of not playing for 5 consecutive days. They had 2 rainouts actually. They were supposed to have games in 6 straight days. Instead, because of the rainout, it'll be 5 straight days. This is the second of those 5. They'll be at Tri-City again tomorrow, where they won last night, and then down in Edenton, and then the Steamers will come here Tuesday. We'll have that game here for you on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. And there's the 4th consecutive strikeout for Waters, and there's 1 down here in the second. So Waters, after the first 2 batters he faced got on, has struck out the next 4. And there's a good pitch, 0-1. Waters seems to be in a rhythm now. And that one's hit over to third and under the glove of the third baseman, Arnold. So that's going to be an error on the third baseman, Nick Arnold. That allows Luke Tomczak to reach. There's another Luke. They just keep popping up. First baseman, John Newman. Takes the first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Newman from Virginia State, as McLeod gets the called strike, dropped the ball. Sometimes tough for the umpire to call it a strike, but gets the call there. No one on Greenbrier is from Virginia State, but certainly as there's another back pick from McLeod. Boy, Corbin McLeod really keeps those runners on their toes out there on the base paths. He is not afraid to throw the ball down. Pitch from Dawson. Called strike. Coach Dylan Stoll preaching approach to his first baseman at the plate. 2-2 from Dawson. And in the dirt, good stop by McLeod and throw down to first. It's not in time. Tomczak hesitated about going, but McLeod just a brick wall back there. Full count here. Here's the delivery. And swing and a miss, strike three. The fifth strikeout for Dawson. Recording for all of his outs. And it brings up the designated hitter, Eric Mayer. Mayer swings and misses of that pitch, 0-1. Mayer of Hampton Sydney College. Like Virginia State, no one on Greenbrier is from there, but certainly we have guys here in the PCL who are teammates with Eric. Here's the 1-1 from Dawson. So he looks over to first. Good leave there from Mayer as McLeod encourages his pitcher. Two-one. And there goes the runner from second. Throw down from McLeod. Hahn places the tag on, and he's safe. And Coach Chuck Slaughter can't believe it. He's got his head looking down with his left hand on his hat. Now Dawson, he's arguing the home plate umpire. That pitch was up a ball. 3-1 the count. Didn't agree with that call. And 3-1 is a called strike. And I don't think Mayer liked that one. So back-to-back full counts from Dawson. Trying to get through this second inning. 3-2. Got him looking. Strike 3. 2 innings and 6 strikeouts for Luke Dawson. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Bottom of the second here in a scoreless game between Churchill Patriots and Greenbrier Knights. Corbin McLeod at the dish, swings and misses at the first pitch he sees today. McLeod has hits in each of his first 2 games of the season. He hasn't played in over a week as he grounds that one over to the left side. Cop edge is there, throw to first, and there's one away. So here's the designated hitter today for Greenbrier, making his debut this season for the Knights, Tristan Hensley. Hensley takes that pitch low. It's 2-0. There's a called strike, 2-1. And there's another called strike, 2-2 now. So Shanahan, after falling down 2-0, evens the count at 2-2. And he swings and misses and goes down on strikes in his first at-bat this season. So here's the third baseman, Nick Arnold. Arnold has had limited playing time. Hasn't played since last Saturday. And that pitch could have been called a strike, but it was dropped by Odlum. Saw that play go in favor of the Knights in the top half of the inning, where McLeod dropped the ball but still got the called strike, as that one is sailed out of play. Two and one. Arnold still looking for his first hit of the season. He does have an RBI though. Two one. And that's low in the dirt. Good hitters count here for Arnold. Two outs, no one on here in the bottom of the second. And there's a good spot from Shanahan. And the count is full. And Arnold swings and misses for strike three. Second straight strikeout for Shanahan to end the inning, as he gets the 5, 6, and 7 spot of the Greenbrier offense down 1, 2, 3. Pedro Mendez gets set to get us started here in the third inning. Mendez starting at second base today. There's a strike. 1-1. Mendez attends Virginia State with John Newman. One. It's fouled off. 1-2. 1-2 from Dawson. And it hit him. So good job from Mendez to get on base any way you can. Looked like Ronaldo Perez was out at shortstop. He was saying that he leaned his elbow into it. But no argument there from Greenbrier. And it's back to the top of the order for Churchill. And Lucas Bauer takes a strike, 0-1. Bauer got things started in the first inning with a leadoff double, but was stranded at first. And that ball is just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1-2 from Dawson. And that's up. Back pick McLeod. He's got him in a rundown. Hahn comes over, throws it back to the first baseman, flips it over, and the runner is out. And there is the back picking magic of Corbin McLeod, as he just continues to show off his work defensively. Wow, Corbin McLeod just continues to impress. And now a 2-2 and swing and a miss, strike 3, the 7th strikeout from Dawson, and there are 2 out in the inning. Not sure how Dawson feels about McLeod picking off Mendez. Took a possible strikeout away from him. So he's got 7 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings. There's John Lucas. Good layoff there from Lucas. Dawson falls behind in the count, 2-0. There's a good spot there from Dawson. And 2-1 is swung through. Good cut there from Lucas. But now he's in danger of being the 8th strikeout victim for Dawson. 2-2. Did he go on the check swing? He went around, strike 3. 8 strikeouts through 3 innings for Dawson, as he has a word with McLeod. I don't know what they're saying, because he might not be happy about the back pick, but we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd in a scoreless game. 8, 9, 10 in the order, due up here for Greenbrier as they look to awaken their bats. MJ Sung swings to the fastball, 0-1. Greenbrier put up 11 runs on the road last night against the Chili Peppers. And that pitch is spiked by Shanahan. It was the most runs that Greenbrier put up yesterday. Previous total high was 9. And Sung lines one to the shortstop, and it's by him. And the first hit of the season for MJ Sung. And the dugout is loving it as he talks to himself in Korean. Coach Slaughter's loving it, and so is the dugout. First hit of the season for Sung. That just ate up Safrowich. And now Perez is showing bunt. And he can't get it down. That's a strike. See if he shows bunt again. After the leadoff single from Sung, he's swinging away and fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Oh-2 on its way. It's called the ball, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here on the shortstop, Perez. In his first game of the season, he takes that one high. Perez trying to show what he's made of. And now a back pick from Odlum. Sung is in there safely. Perez trying to protect here on 2 strikes as Shanahan gets the signals from Odlum. And that's left high, and it's a walk. So runners on first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the order making some noise for Greenbrier. David Coppedge is in at third base, as is the first baseman, John Newman. And Hahn is showing bunt. And he takes it for a called strike. Hahn thought that was going to be a ball. He was showing bunt all the way, just pulled back. Hahn trying to do a job here. Is not showing bunt right now. And he's swinging away. And swings and misses through the fastball, 0-2 now. So now just trying to put the ball in play. Oh, 2. And that's up 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Hahn. No one out here. Bottom of the third. And a good leave there from Hahn. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Luke Waters, he's on deck. Cheering on his teammate. Timing up Shanahan. And that 2-2 is outside. And Hahn goes from 0-2 to 3-2. Here's the 3-2 delivery to Hahn. And a lift to fight. Another pitch. Hahn, one of 3 players on Greenbrier who are from South Korea. And MJ Sung, who's out on second base, is one of them. And Hahn swings and misses through the high fastball. That's the first out of the inning. So back to the top of the order for Greenbrier. And Waters takes that one outside, 1-0. Waters has had multiple hits in his last 2 games, including a home run last night in Tri-City. And he lines that one up the middle for a base hit. Song had to get held up at third. Wasn't sure if Safrowicz was going to get there or not. And now the bases are loaded for Andy Choi. So Waters continues to hit. Choi chops that one right to Dylan Stoll in the Churchill dugout. Choi was hitless last night against the Chili Peppers, but trying to get a hit here right now, and he swings and misses. He's down in the count, 0-2. Bases are jammed. 0-2 count to Choi. And it's grounded over to third. That could be 2. Steps on the bag and throw over to first. And a big shove placed on the tag by Newman. And it's a 5-5-3 inning-ending double play to get Shanahan out of trouble in the third. Blake Herman out there to make his pitching debut for Greenbrier. Blake has played in all 5 of the Knights' games, but this is his first time on the mound. Herman out of Evansville University, D1 school. So the line on Luke Dawson, he goes 3 innings and gets 8 strikeouts. He allowed a hit and a walk. Those were on his first 2 batters. Only 2 more ended up reaching, one via an error, the other got hit by a pitch. I don't know, if I'm Luke Dawson, I'm telling Corbin McLeod next time to not throw it down when I'm striking out everyone. Try and go 3 innings and get 9 strikeouts. Good layoff there. And so a leadoff walk drawn by Safferwich. And so for the 3rd inning out of 4, the leadoff man is on for the Patriots. Good spot there from Herman. Called strike, 0-1. And that pitch is left up from Cop Edge, 1-1. Wind has cooled down a bit here. And McLeod thought about back picking Safferwich. Kept it in his pocket. 2-1 here on Cop Edge. McLeod gives some encouraging advice to Herman, and Cop Edge flies one out to center, and that ball is gone. David Cop Edge, a 2-run shot for the first runs of the night for the Patriots. That ball just kept carrying. Looked like Waters was going to have a play on it, but it just kept going. So here's the right fielder, Matthew McRaney. He swings and misses. Now that pitch from Herman, 0-1. And now he's quickly ahead on McRaney, 0-2. Still no out here in the top of the 4th. Reminder, this is a 7-inning game. So depending on how you look at it, this is really the top of the 6th in what is now a 2-0 game, and 3 pitches to McRaney, and he's down on strikes. The 9th strikeout for Knight pitching. Brannick Oldham takes a called strike, 0-1. 6 straight in the zone from Herman. And I jinx it. That's ball's up, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And a good breaking ball there from Herman. And it's 1-2. 1-2 from Herman. Different delivery there. Kind of went submarine. Man, that ball is just low. 3-2 now. Three-two from Herman. Struck him out. 10th strikeout of the day for the Knights. And there are 2 out here in the 4th. So here's Luke Tomczak. And you don't want to know how his name is actually spelled, because I'll never know how. I asked Coach Stoll before the game, how do you say, and I didn't even finish saying his name, and he's like, Tomczak. I said, yes, sir. Here's the pitch. Chop right back to Herman, leaps up, and throws over to first, side retired. But 2 runs come in on the Cop Edge 2-run shot. Knights bats looking to wake up, going to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th in this 7th inning matchup between the Churchill Patriots and Greenbrier Knights. Patriots tacked on the first runs of the game in the top half of the frame. Scored 2 runs on a 2-run home run. Knights were knocking on the door. Last inning had the bases loaded and 1 out, but an ending inning double play shut down the thought of scoring in that inning. Andrea Daltrey trying to get things started here in the 4th. Two-0 here on Daltrey. He had himself a night last night. 3 for 5, including a home run, a solo shot for his first RBI of the season as well. And he chops that one down the third base bag. Nice play there from Cop Edge, but he throws it away. So the second infield hit for Daltrey as he continues to have a hot bat. So here's Warren Bailey. Bailey hits one right back to the pitcher and boots it. Only play is at first now, and they get Bailey, but it's a productive out as it moves Daltrey over to second. So here's Corbin McLeod. As time is called. First base side umpires yelling at someone. Looked like maybe some chirping between the Greenbrier dugout and John Newman over at first base. Not 100% sure what it was. Keep you updated on that. So we'll find out here shortly. And now time is called by McLeod. Nevertheless, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Daltrey's on second. Knights trail 2-0. Saw the PCBL team earlier fall as a good stop there from Odlum to keep Daltrey from advancing. Saw the PCBL team earlier fall 11-3 to Norfolk. Patriots trying to even up their record between the PCL and 1-1, but the Knights have other ideas. And now a pick off at second. He's safe. Good pick off there though by Shanahan. Here's the pitch, and that's low. Another good stop there. Pitch from Shanahan is fouled straight back. Two balls, one strike here on McLeod. Two one from Shanahan. And that's low in the dirt. Some good blocking being showed off by Odlum. Right in front of Corbin McLeod, so he knows what that's about. He's having a couple laughs. Saw that in the last game, a pair of catchers with Jarnowski and Thomas Latham. 3-1 here on McLeod. Good hitters count. And it's high for ball 4, and there are 2 runners on. So time will be called. Dylan Stoll will go out to have a talk with this pitcher and his whole infield. So here's Tristan Hensley with 2 out and nobody on. Excuse me, 1 out and 2 runners on. Big spot here for Hensley in his first game this summer in the PCL, and he drives one to left. That'll fall, base hit. Everyone will advance 1 base. And yet again, for the second straight inning, the bases are loaded for the Knights with 1 out. Some good first pitch hitting there from Hensley. Brings up the third baseman, Nick Arnold. And this would be a huge spot to have his first hit. Oh and 1 now on Arnold as the sun gets shaded by the clouds here. And Oldham's doing some work back there this inning. Another good stop there from Shanahan's pitch as he's kind of working on that mound. Sung is on deck. He had his first hit of the season in his last at bat. Here's the 1-1. And that's low in the dirt, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike here on Arnold. Probably looking for something up in the zone. And there is one up in the zone, and he lifts one it towards right. That's over the right fielder's head. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Here comes Hensley. He slides in safely. And it's a bases clearing triple for Nick Arnold to give the Knights the lead. How about that for the first hit of the season for Nick Arnold? A bases clearing triple. And it brings in everyone. So after the Knights had the bases loaded with 1 out last inning, they couldn't bring anyone in to score, and this time Nick Arnold brought in all 3 runs. And that pitch is inside to Sung, 1-1. And that pitch is inside again. Just missed hitting Song as the dugout saying, hey, let that hit you. Two, 1. And that pitch is outside. Here comes Arnold. Throw to the plate. And he got him. And that's the second out of the inning. Three 3-1 count here on Sung. The base path is now cleared with 2 outs. And Sung draws a walk. So here's the shortstop. And that pitch is inside to him. Ronaldo Perez. Walked and was stranded on second. And that pitch is outside. Shanahan losing a bit of his command here. To another count here on Perez. And a good cut through that pitch, 2-1. Here is the 2-1 coming from Shanahan. And it's popped up. That'll go out of play. And now it's a full count. Full count here on Perez. Runner goes, and it's in the dirt. Ball 4. So after 2 straight walks, looks like Dylan Stoll is going to make a pitching change here in the bottom of the 4th. Jacob Villa out there now for Churchill. So the line on Shanahan, he goes 3 2/3, 4 strikeouts, 6 hits, and 3 runs thus far. The 2 out there would still be under his account. Also had 4 walks. 2 of them though were his last batters, so just kind of lost control there, forcing Stoll to pull him. Now Villa's quickly up on Hahn, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball got him looking, strike 3. But not before a bases clearing triple from Nick Arnold to give the Knights the lead. We'll head to the 5th with Greenbrier up 3-2. Blake Herman back out there for his second inning of work. And first pitch to John Newman is hit deep to center, but there's enough room that time for Waters to make the catch, and there's one away. So here's the designated hitter for Churchill, Eric Mayer. And he takes a called strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 is high. One from Herman. And a good layoff there. Two one. And did he check? Checks the swing, and first base umpire said he went. Now here's the 2-2 from Herman. Breaking ball is just high. So a full count now. Three-two on its way. Got him looking, strike 3. The third strikeout from Herman. And there are 2 out here in the 5th. As the more wind starts to pick up. First pitch is fouled off from Mendez, 0-1. Remember, this is a 7-inning game. And Herman quickly up on the count on Mendez, 0-2.
Thank you, 2-7.
Oh, 2 from Herman. That ball's outside. A good 0-2 pitch from Herman. A nice shot from Mendez to lay it off. And that breaking ball is yanked foul. And fouled off again. Putting together a good AB here is Mendez, making Herman work. We'll do the 1-2 again. And a different delivery again there from Herman. It's not the first time we've seen him change up his delivery. Now quickly into the next one, and that's up 3-2. Herman, after he was up in the count on Mendez, 0-2. Mendez has worked it full. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Fouled off, will do it again. And the Patriots bench is enjoying the at-bat. Payoff pitch. Strike 3. The 4th strikeout for Herman. And he sets down the Patriots 1-2-3 in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th with Greenbrier up 3-2. Top of the order here for the Knights as Quincy Cepillo is set to pinch hit for Luke Waters. Brady Wingert is now in the game catching for Churchill. And just a shout out to Brady's uncle who is in Saudi Arabia, Technical Surgeon Mike Mazur. Thank you for watching, and everyone else who is tuned in to the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. And thank you for your service. Cepillo grounds the 0-1 over to third. Coppedge is there, and Newman was off the bag, and so good hustle from Cepillo to beat that one down the line. And the first pitch choice, he's a skied out to left. And under it is Bauer to make the catch. And there's one away. And there goes the runner, Cepillo. And it's a stolen base for Cepillo. He thought about going to third. So the 6th stolen base of the season for Quincy Cepillo gives the Knights a runner in scoring position. This is a 7-inning game. And Daltrey hits that one to right. And just foul. Cepillo would have easily scored if that ball had landed fair. One ball, 2 strikes here on Daltrey. Max Lucas is on deck. He'll pinch hit for Warren Bailey. One, two. Popped up. That's coming towards us. Still 1 and 2 here on Daltrey. With Cepillo on second with 1 out. Here's the 1-2. And Daltrey nubs that one. That'll go foul. The ball spun for a while. Never approached to coming fair. One, two is in the dirt, gets stopped there from Wingert. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Daltrey shoots that one to right. Battling the sun is McRaney, but he makes the catch. Tagging and going to third is Cepillo. And he'll make it there easily. So a sac fly for Daltrey. To bring Cepillo over to third. Time is called as Villa is going to tie his shoe. So here's Max Lucas, pinch hitting. Like I mentioned earlier for Warren Bailey. And the first pitch he sees is line to right out of fall, base hit. Max Lucas, first pitch he sees off the bench. And it's an RBI single. And that continues what is now a 6-game hit streak for Lucas. His 8th run batted in of the season. And it puts Greenbrier up 4-2. How about that from Lucas? First pitch he sees right off the bench. And he knocks in a run. Here's McLeod 0 for 1. walked last inning and came around to score as Villa was just casually checking in on Lucas. Lollipopped it over, and McLeod yelled back like it was his best move. Got some chuckles out of the crowd. Two-0 count here on McLeod. And 2-0 is popped out of play. Two balls, one strike, and a bit of a more serious pick off there from Villa. Not his best move, but just keeping Lucas on his feet. And now a back pick and a called strike on the pitch. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes here on McLeod. Lucas has 1 stolen base this season. That came last night in Tri-City. And that one's fouled straight back, coming right at you. Burton Hahn, he's on deck for the DH Hensley. And there goes Lucas. Throw down to second. And he's got his 2nd stolen base of the season and the 2nd in as many nights. And now it's a full count here on McLeod. Three-two is high for ball 4. And there are 2 runners on. Here's Burton Hahn. He went 1 for 5 in last night's game. Came around to score on that single that he had last night. And a bit of a cross up there between Villa and Wingart. One and 0 as the sun peeks back into the clouds. And good cut there from Hahn. And the 1-1 is fouled out of play. Remember, this is a 7-inning game. 1-2 count here on Hahn in the bottom of the 5th. And that's low in the dirt. And now throw down to first. And in there safely is McLeod. Two is low in the dirt, and now Lucas takes off for third. He'll arrive without a throw. Hahn, or McLeod rather, was held up at first. So now a full count. And not sure why Wingard was giving signs. 3-2, 2 out. Runners on the corners. Vern Hahn looking for his first RBI of the season, and it's up for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. So here's Nick Arnold again with the bases loaded. And he can really break this game open. Arnold cleared the bases with his first hit of the season in his last at-bat. Looking for a similar result. And Arnold hits one to short. And throw over to first from Safrich is in time. Side retired. We've played 5 here in Lakewood Park, and the Knights are up on the Patriots 4-2. Get your game on with D-Bat Virginia Beach. Baseball, softball, training, and more. D-Bat Virginia Beach is a state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or calling them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Blake Herman back out there for his 3rd inning of relief.
Daddy, every time I see 2 VMI men together, I start thinking somebody's going to make me run.
Herman set down the lower half of the Patriots order 1, 2, 3 last inning. Now he's got the top half of the order. It's Lucas Bauer in a 2-run ball game. Trying to keep the lead where it is. And it's now 2-1 here on Bauer. And that pitch is up. It's 3-1. Herman hasn't walked a batter since the first one he faced. So a full count here on Bauer. And that's hit over to second. Hahn is under it. And he makes the play, and there's one away. Mm-hmm. So here's John Lucas, 0 for 1 today. Walked and struck out. breaking ball there from Herman. But a good layoff from Lucas. After allowing the walk and the home run, Herman has sat down the last 7 Patriot batters. And that pitch is way outside. It's now 3-0. Making Safrowitz, the on-tech batter, work to get those balls. .3-0 from Herman. And too high, ball 4. And a runner is on here in the 6th. Remember, this is a 7-inning game. So depending on how you look at it, this is the 8th inning. And now Dylan Stoll having a talk with Bryce Safrowitz. And that pitch is in the dirt, gets stopped there by McLeod. And McLeod's going to go out there to have a talk with Herman. So he kicks some dirt over. And that one's chopped to short. McLeod yells to go to 1. And diving at first and making it safely is Bryce Safrowitz. An infield single, and there are 2 runners on. That ball was chopped. McLeod knew there was no shot to get Lucas at second. Yelling at Perez just to go to 1 and still couldn't get the speedy Safrowitz. Here's David Coppedge. It took Herman a yard in his last at bat. Cannot let that happen again here. With a 2-run lead, tying runs are on base here in the top of the 6th of a 7-inning matchup. A good spot there from Herman. One. It's flied out to center. Cepillo is under it. Tagging at second and going to third is Lucas. Here's the throw from Cepillo, and he got him! Inning-ending double play. How about that from Quincy Cepillo? We'll head to the bottom of the 6th with the Knights up 4-2. Local business owners and community organizers, promote your business and events right here on the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel. You have the opportunity to promote your business and events right here with your logo being featured on the screen. To do this, please email tidewatersummerleague@gmail.com to promote your business today. One pitch and one out here in the bottom of the sixth as MJ Sung grounds it right back to the pitcher. Here's the shortstop, Perez. And first pitch he sees is fouled back, 0-1. Perez still 0 for 0. He's drawn a pair of walks here in his first game this summer with the Greenbrier Knights. And that one's fouled straight back. One ball, two strikes here on Perez. Hahn is on deck. And hit that one just foul. And that broke his bat too. Perez didn't think it did at first. But that definitely broke his bat, and now he snaps it in half. That was the last of his bats. I'm not sure whose bat he's using now. It's a 1-2 count on him, and leaves that one in the dirt, 2-2. 2-2 here from Villa. And that's low and in the dirt. And the count is now full. 3-2. And it's low, ball 4. So different bat, same result for Arnoldo Perez. He draws his third walk today. And so here's Sean Hahn as Villa checks in on Perez. Quincy Scipio, he's on deck. And ball gets by the catcher, and on to second goes Perez. One ball, no strikes here on Hahn. And that's low in the dirt, and good block there from Wingert. Tools ripped to second, and a nice play there from Mendez to rob Hahn of his first hit of the season. But on over to third goes Perez. So here is Scipio. Scipio had that beautiful throw in the top half of the frame, and he grounds one to short. Safrich is there, and he got him as the ball got stuck in the glove of Newman. But nevertheless, that's the end of the sixth. Greenbrier up 4-2, looking for their 5th consecutive win. Get your game on with DBAT Virginia Beach baseball, softball training, and more. DBAT Virginia Beach is the state-of-the-art facility with over 17,000 square feet, 13 batting cages, and professional instructors who don't just know baseball and softball, but live and breathe it. You can find them located at 5258A Fairfield Shopping Center in Virginia Beach, or you can call them at 757-467-1111. You can also visit their website at dbatvirginiabeach.com. Top of the 7th here from Lakewood Park. Blake Herman is still out there for his 4th inning of relief, so he won't get the save opportunity in this 2-run game. Facing 5, 6, and 7 in the Patriot lineup. And there's a swing and a miss there from McRaney, 0-1.
But I don't know the road well enough anymore. I used to when I was playing in Radford. I'd go back and forth.
Mind you, this is the last inning. Bang, we are tied at the end of it. We were scoreless through 3. And then a 2-run shot from David Coppedge put the Patriots up 2-0. And then in the bottom half of that 4th inning, Nick Arnold had his first hit of the season, a bases clearing triple to give the Knights a 3-2 lead. And then in the 5th, another run was scored. So a leadoff walk allowed there. From Herman. The 3rd walk that he is allowed. So Brady Wingert getting his first at-bat as time is called over at first base as some Knights equipment was on the field of play. And now Herman checks in. I don't think time was ever put back into play. And there's a called strike, 1-1. Wingert out of Chatham University. This is his first at-bat. And drills that one to the right side, foul. And now time is called by Wingert. One, 2. That missed. 2-2. Gets spot there by Herman. Wingert represents the tying run. And he takes a called strike, 3. Thirteenth strikeout from Knights pitching today. Here's the right fielder, Luke Tomczak. Tomczak 0 for 2 today. He did reach on an error. Back in the 2nd. This is a 7-inning game. And a called strike, 1-1. And there's a big swing and a miss from Tomzak, and it's 1-2. One, two from Herman. Back pick from McLeod. And back in there safely is McRaney. Here's the 2-2 from Herman. Got him looking, strike three. The 14th strikeout for Knights pitching. And the Patriots are down to their final out. It's all in the hands of John Newman. McRaney is over at first. He walked. And there's a different delivery that Herman often does. And it's 0-1 here on Newman. Good stop there by McLeod. Newman is the tying run in the 7th inning game. And a good pitch there from Herman. And the Patriots are down to their final strike. Newman trying to keep this game going. Here's the 1-2 from Herman. And it's going to get through for a base hit. Towards the left side, and now the tying run is on base for the Patriots. First hit of the day for Newman. Time is called as Eric Mayer goes to have a talk with his coach Dylan Stoll. Home plate umpire brushes off home plate. Tying run over at first base. The Knights are looking for their 5th consecutive overall win. Churchill has not lost a game thus far this season. They are 2-0. And that ball is outside, 1-0. And McLeod thought about a back pick, and there's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Time is called by the first base umpire as Newman kind of fixes the base path over at first base. Newman's the tying run. He's singled. He's over at first. And that second who walked is Matthew McRaney. 1-1. Just a bit high. 2-1. Patriots were down to their final strike. Two one on its way. And it's lifted towards the right side. Should be playable for Daltrey in foul territory. Can't get there. Would have been a tough play for Daltrey. And yet again, the Patriots are down to their final strike. The 2-2 on its way from Herman. And that's lined to center. That'll fall a base hit. And being held up at third, as it was a good relay throw from Scipio. But now the bases are loaded. Back-to-back singles, and now Chuck Slaughter's going to go out and have a talk with his pitcher. And a slow strut to the mound as well. Looks like someone is warming up in the bullpen. So some long struts to and away from the mound from Chuck Slaughter. Bases are loaded. Pedro Mendez is the batter. 0 for 1 today. He struck out and was hit by a pitch. Tying run is in scoring position. Over at second base is Newman. 1-0. Fouled back, 1-1. One delivery. And it's hit over to first. Daltrey's there, boots it. Herman recovers, flip to the bag, he got him! How about that play from Blake Herman? Daltrey booted the ball. Herman was coming over to cover. And the Knights have their 5th consecutive win. "14 strikeouts today from Knights pitching as they win their 5th game. They improve to 5-1 overall as the Patriots get set to line up at home plate for high fives. Knights are doing their own line at the moment. It was Nick Arnold who had a big hit, his first of the season, to bring in 3 runs that gave the Knights the lead that they never looked back on. 14 strikeouts between Luke Dawson and Blake Herman, 8 of them from Dawson in his 3 innings. And in 4 innings, Herman had 6. So the Knights improve to 5-1 on the season. Their next game is going to be tomorrow as they get set to head back again to Tri-City to face on the Chili Peppers. That game is set for 5:45. Thank you for watching, everyone. This is Hayden Bandel signing off from the Tidewater Summer League YouTube channel.